Do your bug bounty reports keep getting marked as informative? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you why that is. Now you can actually escalate your bugs so they're no longer seen as informative and they're actually bugs that are going to get you paid. No more of that, oh, this just isn't enough. In this video, I'm going to show you how to actually get past informative and show value from why your security issue is actually an issue. So I have a slideshow here. Why your bug bounty reports keep getting marked as informative, decoding triage, outcomes, and improving your submissions. And just for clarity's sake, I've gotten over 10 informatives and a single dupe, still yet to get a paid bug, but I'm starting to understand why I keep getting informatives. So in this video, I really want to show you how you can avoid that mistake so you can focus your signal more on things that are actually going to get you paid. Agenda. What informative means, triage perspective, common reasons, example of low impact findings, improve your reports, conclusions. Conclusion. What does informative mean? Valid info with no security risk worth fixing, often low impact or non-exploitable. Program already aware or accepts risk. Okay, so let me dive into this. So put yourself into a attacker's perspective. So let's say you're hacking into Facebook. So let's say you find a spot where they're missing a header or something and one could perform XSS, cross-site scripting. So you're like, oh, okay, it's time to write a report because they're missing a header, You submit it, informative, because it's just theory. It hasn't actually been done. If you're a real hacker, you can't hack a company with theory. You hack a company with actual exploits and actually getting into the system. That's what they'll actually care about, not your theory or, oh, I found public information in the API. Sadly, that's not a vulnerability. It's public information. So it's just about, before you submit a report, always think, what could a hacker do with this? If the answer is nothing, don't submit the report. Okay, from triage perspective. High volume of reports to review. Focus on critical issues over low severity. Quick filtering for duplicates and known issues. Pending patches may preempt your report. So obviously these companies can get busy sometimes. And if you're submitting low severity bugs, often not even low, actually just informational, informative, you're not first on their list to actually respond to. And when you do, your issues are so small, it's not even worth doing anything about most of the time, because most of the time, a lot of times these web applications, like companies will know about these issues and they just choose not to fix them because they're not worth their time. They're really not going to lead to anything happening that's worth solving. So you need to think about, is it worth fixing? Because if it really has no security risk, companies really won't care. No, wrong way. Okay. Common reasons for rejections. Duplicate reports are already known, out of scope based on program policy, no reproducibility due to missing details, insufficient impact or severity. So like I've been talking about before, if it's not exploitable, nothing bad's actually happening. This isn't like hacker could come in tomorrow and exfiltrate a whole company's data. That's a very specific example, but I'm just trying to frame it in a way that something important needs to happen for it to be counted as a bug, or else do not submit it. Don't waste your time. Keep hunting, keep looking, and stay away from this low signal stuff that will not get you paid. Obviously, you're going to run into a lot of informatives that happens, and as you get better at bug bounty, you'll start to realize, oh, I shouldn't submit this. Let's keep looking. But in the beginning, it's okay. This happens, and be honest, it's just how you improve throughout the process of getting better at bug bounty hunting. But I just want you to know this stuff so you don't need to waste as much time as I have. Okay, examples of low impact findings: self-XSS or other self-attacks, clickjacking on non-sensitive pages, verbose, error messages and minor info disclosure, exposed configs with no sensitive data. Okay, I covered that a little bit previously, the error messages and minor info disclosure. Like, let's say in the API, you switch an ID, so you think, oh my goodness, I just got an IDOR insecure direct object reference. You did not, because it's public info. It doesn't, if you can just see it on the UI publicly, it's not even a report. It's not applicable, because if anybody can see it, it's not a hack. So you got to be cautious of that kind of thing as well. And wayback URLs, you get a lot of information, but just because you get a lot of information doesn't mean it's sensitive information. That's, oh, I gotta start submitting a report. And self-XSS, self-cross-site self-scripting, if you perform like a alert one on yourself, that doesn't really matter. So you have to think about that kind of thing. Always think, how is this going to hurt the company? If it doesn't, usually move on. Okay, improve your reports. Provide clear evidence and proof of concept. Include detailed steps and reproduction guides. Respect scope and read program policies. Analyze impact and articulate severity. Okay, so reports are extremely important. Oftentimes these triagers, people who will be receiving your reports, they've gone through lots and lots of reports. It's like a 9 to 5, I think. And if you can't show them fast and make it very understandable what you're trying to prove, they're just going to be like, this needs more information or not applicable, because they're busy, and that's completely understandable. You need to be able to speak, write in a way that they can clearly understand what you're talking about. Sometimes your report is actually something worth getting paid for, but if you frame it in a way that they can't understand you, then you're not getting paid. And oftentimes the issue's not even going to get fixed. So improve your report. Very, very important. Okay, conclusion. Focus on impactful, well-explained findings. Quality over quantity. Avoid low-impact noise. Keep learning and honing your skills. Okay. So over time, you're going to get better. Therefore, the amount of attacks and vulnerabilities you'll know will increase. The amount of things you'll be able to report will increase. What you always need to think about this: impact. Impact is very, very important. Without impact, you really don't have a report. There's a whole section on HackerOne for impact. And just always think about that when you're hunting. Would this be something an actual real hacker would want to do? If not, then think about it before you submit. It needs to be exploitable. Is the company going to care? Or is it just like, oh, cool, I found this, but this is really just something to put in your recon notes, not something to submit as a report. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you how to avoid wasting lots of time thinking you're about to get paid and you don't get anything after waiting 7 days because they take a while to respond, and you're just like, dang, back to the drawing board. Just remember, it's going to take a lot of time, effort, patience, especially patience and consistency. Keep learning, keep improving, and always ask why, and why would a company care? And this will help you out a lot. So if you got value out of this video, please go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, and it really helped me out in my journey, because in the future, I'm going to be posting a lot more videos showing my methodology, how I hunt, obviously the mistakes that I've made, and where I'm working on now, improving, things of that nature. If you would like to see that kind of stuff, then stay tuned, and thank you. Have a good rest of your day.